guys, what's up? Tim Queenie, and today we're going to talk about employee advocacy programs on LinkedIn and how it can help you boost your engagement on LinkedIn and attract more clients for your business. Now, what is an employee advocacy program, or short EAP? An EAP is okay. An EAP is basically a program where you are coordinating all of your team members or employees to engage with your LinkedIn content to create more engagement. So when your content is then viewed by the LinkedIn algorithm, it thinks it's more important and will show it to more people. And namely, because you're building an audience of ideal clients, it will be shown to a larger percentage of your ideal audience. It will also help you generate initial engagement in terms of asking interesting questions, so other people feel more inclined to also leave a valuable comment underneath your post. Now today I'm going to share with you how you can set up a basic EAP program to get you started. So what is an EAP? An EAP is basically a combination of different processes that help you create content consistently from multiple people, get the content published, get the engagement coordinated, and then tracking your results both on an individual and on a group level. If you combine all of those aspects together, you have a successful employee advocacy program for your company. So let me walk you through a typical process that might be a good starting blueprint that you can implement in your company. The first thing is content creation. Here you have to ask people if they want to focus on written content or on video content. I recommend creating content in bulk, in bigger session, over maybe 2 or 3 hour session, depending on the productivity and how tired and exhausted people get. They can choose their own schedule. For writing your first post, I recommend looking at some of those content blueprints that you can find about LinkedIn. What kind of structure should you use? How can you write a hook line in the beginning, and how can you add a successful call to action at the end of your post? Then you have to schedule content. I recommend to set aside a time once per week and then letting all the members of your team who are participating in your EAP program to sit down together for 2 or 3 hours and let every person plan out their content. For people who want to focus on video, I recommend to write a bullet point outline and then getting the camera set up. Written content can be written directly in the session. For video content, you should divide it in a brainstorming session where people outline their video script in bullet point form, and then having another session where they can film the content itself. If you can, I would recommend to split your team up half-half. One team focuses on writing content in this week and the other team focuses on recording video. And then over time, you can switch around the team so everyone learns the crafting skill necessary for both types of content. Now, once you have the content all written out and filmed and edited, it's time to review the content and then to set up a schedule so every employee will post at a different time, so there is less competition for attention at the same time. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to have everyone post Monday morning at 8 p.m. Then you get 10 people to post and 10 people to engage with each other's content. And since you're probably working in a specific industry, you might competing about the entire attention at that point in time. A much smarter way to do this is to schedule your content. If you have 10 employees and you want to publish on 5 days of the week, you might have something in the morning at 8 p.m. and then having another post in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Then you can repeat this entire process for every weekday, Monday to Friday, and you always guaranteeing there is a specific time, sort of a couple of hours, where everyone is getting undivided attention. This also creates predictability and people are getting used to expecting a new piece of content at a specific time. If you're providing value in all of your posts, they might even log in just specifically to check out your latest post, which will over time increase your engagement per post even further. Now, on a technical level, Scheduling your content can be done with an app such as Socialbee that I'm using for myself, which allows you to connect multiple LinkedIn profiles or multiple LinkedIn pages at the same time, and then you can schedule each post on a specific content bucket for each employee and maybe some posts also on your company page. In terms of tracking your results, I highly recommend that you check out this video over here where I talk about which metrics you should focus on if you want to get the best results as a business. But to give you like a short preview, I highly recommend focusing on business metrics such as making sales and generating leads, and on process-driven metrics such as creating content consistently and sticking to your publishing schedule. Focusing on processes at first will help you to make sure that you are learning and getting used to content creation, and by creating more content you automatically become better at the craft. To track all of your metrics, I also recommend to use something like a Google Sheet or an Excel document where you can keep track of all of your results over time. You can do this on a daily basis or once per week to get everyone's data collected. Now, in terms of incentive, you have to look at the EAP, what it is you're asking your employees, your team members to do extra work on top of their existing workload. So what you have to do is you have to put aside time so everyone can do that during their working schedule. I also recommend to incentivize people otherwise to make sure that you're getting the best possible results. Otherwise, you might get just people to do it like a little bit like this, writing something, but not putting their heart into it. And on LinkedIn, heart really matters because you get that much better results. Now, I recommend using a cash incentive and bundling this with like a quantitative goal. For example, you could say if someone is creating 20 posts per week, which would be equal to 1 post per day, then you could say someone is getting a certain amount of cash bonus. If they're achieving like a smaller goal, you might give them like a smaller cash incentive at the end of each month. If you want to go really advanced, there are very clever ways how you can actually track individual posts to specific business objectives. This might require a little bit more technical solutions in terms of tracking, but you could create a unique link for each post that is directly tagging the person posting the content, and then you can track this in your CRM system to see this post sent, let's say, 17 people over to our website, and of those 17 people will be permanently marked as were attracted through the specific LinkedIn post by the specific employee. This is the most comprehensive way how to track results on LinkedIn, and it will really help you make the most of your employee advocacy program. And you can, in that case, then also reward people per lead. So every employee is getting additional money paid at the end of the month for both hitting quantitative goals and then an additional cash bonus for every sale or every lead they generated for your company. And in case you're wondering, like, why should I pay employees anyway? Don't I pay them a salary? You should think about this as a marketing cost. If you want to spend money on advertisement, you also have to spend money per lead. So just see it as a more efficient and especially more cost-efficient way of generating marketing, and allocate this to your marketing budget, not to your salary. Of course, you can always think about getting someone external to write your content or film some videos, but you will get usually better results if it's the people actually working at your business, because they're connected to each other. Now, if you want to learn how to set up a complete LinkedIn marketing strategy, you can also check out my LinkedIn Accelerator program. I'm going to put the link down in the description and into the pinned comment below. If you want to learn how to attract the right people organically, you can also download my free LinkedIn hashtag guide, link also down below. If you want to get more videos about LinkedIn marketing, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and smash the like button. And I'll see you soon. Bye.